we have a hell of a co-main event on our hands, AJ. Now we got a real deal welterweight contest between Andrey Koreshkov versus Sabah Homasi, number 10 ranked Sabah Homasi, man. And the Sleek Sheik, man, while he didn't have the greatest UFC run, 0-3, actually, the man is experienced. He's a good boxer, and he could drop some hands on you. But Andrey Koreshkov, man, this is a switch fighter, 6 feet tall, 76-inch reach, and master of sport in ARB, AJ. That is Army hand-to-hand combat. I did not know such a thing existed, but I love to see it. Listen, I'm just going to just one more time, man. In America, can we get some master of sport over here? All these people, they're trying to train their whole life at these sports and whatnot. At least let them be proficient in that. Give them some certification. But nonetheless, man, dude, Koreshkov, the kicks are nasty, bro. He throws the spinning kicks. He can throw kicks from either side. He can throw rear leg, front leg, whatever. It does not matter. But do you think, here's my question to you, because I'm going to open it up. I guess I should say the odds too. Minus 335 favorite is Koreshkov, plus 260 comeback for Sabah Homasi. Sabah Homasi was on like a 4-fight win streak prior to his last loss against Paul Daly, man. And one thing we know about Homasi is he's a good wrestler, and he likes to smother you and just smash your face, you feel me? Knock you out with that boxing. Do you think he's going to allow Koreshkov the space to be able to get off all of those beautiful technical spinning techniques?
If Homasi's smart, man, not at all. Like that's the very dangerous thing about Koreshkov, and what, like you said, man, very dangerous kicks. He likes to throw the head kick from the jump, but what he also has is Koreshkov, he also has a very sneaky jab, man. So if he's able to utilize that jab, I see him maintaining distance. But if Homasi's smart, he's going to get in the inside, put him down, put Koreshkov on his back, and literally start the wrestling game plan like he likes, man. Especially fighting out of American Top Team. He's a very good wrestler, knows how to get pressure. And what I like most about this dude, about Homasi, man, he's gritty. He doesn't give a fuck who he's fighting. He's literally like whoever, like, even in when he was in the Ultimate Fighter, he was going at the current 170-pound champ, man, Kamaru Usman. He was like, oh, we'll fight, whatever, man. He also fought Abdul Razak Al Hassan twice. I mean, he got KO'd twice, but he said the first one was a fluke. Went and proved the second one wasn't a fluke. But either way, man, I like that Homasi's gritty, and he's in there for the fight. That's one thing about Homasi, man. You got to give it to him. This dude is down to scrap, and he's a very, very good wrestler. So you know he's going to be able to try to get on the inside. He even had Paul Daly hurt in his last fight until he got finished. But if Homasi's smart, he's going to be looking to get on the inside, put that wrestling pressure on, and do the same thing that we were talking about before with Magomed, and just put it to you and smash, man. That's his game plan, and if it works out well, it's going to work out nice. Because Koreshkov, he's not the best on his back. Showed he can wrestle. You know, he does have really good wrestling against the Rodriguez fight, but the fight before that, he completely got out-grappled, man. So if Homasi has a path to victory, it's putting Koreshkov on his back and getting to work, man. What do you think? How do you see this one playing out?
Well, I'm going to say something that we're going to have to take into consideration here is that Andrey Koreshkov is not just any average Joe, right? This is the former welterweight champion in the Bellator, in Bellator, the former welterweight division champion. And listen, man, this is a dude who's tied with Douglas Lima for most bouts in welterweight history in Bellator with 17, man. Very, very experienced. So is Sabah Homasi, man. But Koreshkov is a whole nother set of problems you got to solve. And there is one issue that I think Koreshkov has that Sabah Homasi will be able to take advantage of, which is, you know, being that you throw the big kicks, you have a pretty wide stance, right? And Sabah Homasi has mean calf kicks, bro, that he goes to. He goes to the well with those calf kicks. Even in the regional scene, when they, you know, he kind of, you know, he's a journeyman. He's an MMA journeyman. He's fought in a bunch of different promotions. And even in those smaller scale promotions, he's coming out banging as if it's a UFC fight. Like, the man comes to fight every single time. That's one thing you got to give credit to Sabah Homasi about. Now, I think that this is going to be one of those matchups where Andrey Koreshkov is saying, like, all right, man, my last fight wasn't in Bellator, you know what I mean? So I'm going to have to come in here. I'm going to have to really prove something because I'm trying to get in those rankings, get right back up to another title shot, man. Get it back into the welterweight real deal title mix, man. So listen, man, you already said it best, AJ. You said Koreshkov has a sneaky jab, but it's not just a jab. It's like he keeps the lead hand out there and then you can just pump it, you know what I mean? So like he uses it with the feints, but I think he also uses it to gauge distance. And that's the reason why he's got 12 knockouts of his 23 wins. 12 of them are knockouts, man. Being able to do it on both sides, right? So southpaw, same active lead hand. Orthodox, active lead hand. So like those are the scariest fighters to me because it doesn't matter. They can give you a million different looks. And if you're not prepared for all of them, it's going to be a long night at the office, man. I say it all of the time. Now, the other issue, AJ, is the same thing with Magomedov, man. Koreshkov is not a high volume fighter, and that's the detriment of a lot of these fighters, man. And Sabah Homasi might be able to take advantage, but we know one thing: as the fight goes longer, Homasi gets less and less technical. Koreshkov stays pretty disciplined, and he could wrestle really well. So the wrestling will probably come to a stalemate on this one. Overall, I think Koreshkov has more weapons than Sabah Homasi, personally, right? I don't think that's an unfair thing to say, but I do say that Sabah Homasi has the advantage of being unpredictable and chaotic, man. He can throw a crazy flying knee out of nowhere. Those overhand bombs, when you're used to, all right, you're going to duck under the hook, you're going to slip the jab, you're going to, you're used to the technical, all that, right? When you're Sabah Homasi and you're just winging shots, no one trains for that. No one trains for a big, just overhand coming over the top. Like, you try to train for something a little more technical. So I think that's one of the main reasons why this is going to be a really interesting co-main. Gritty Sabah Homasi, very technical Andrey Koreshkov. And AJ, man, unless you got something else to, talk about, maybe the lateral movement of Homasi, I don't know. But unless you do, give me a pick and how you see this fight going out, man.
Yeah, I definitely think Sabah Homasi, he's very experienced. He's also very talented. He's definitely got, he has a chance to win this one. But me personally, man, I'm going Koreshkov by decision. I think Koreshkov just has too many tools in the tool belt, and he can do them from both sides. Whereas Homasi, he's very dangerous, with the wrestling, very dangerous with the smash. But, it's a little more one-sided unless, like you said, he starts just winging shots left and right, which can happen. But sometimes a lot of the time what happens when somebody starts just winging shots like crazy, the technician just goes to work and hits you quicker down the pipe. So I think it's going to be Koreshkov. I don't think he's going to be able to finish Homasi. We'll see. But I got Koreshkov by decision. Who you got, Derek, and why?
So once again, like I said, I just think Homasi gets less and less technical as the fight goes on. I think that's going to be his detriment because as those winging shots start getting put out there, you already said it, the technical capabilities of Koreshkov, I think he'll just be picking them apart as the fight goes on, especially second and third round. But I'm going to differ. I'm going to go with the finish here. I think Andrey Koreshkov gets the finish done, and I think he does some type of crazy spinning back kick, whatever, third round, just drop him with the liver shot, something like that, man. I think he's going to try to attack the body because, you can move the head, but it's really hard to move that body, man. So Andrey Koreshkov with the TKO finish for me. He does have a 3-inch reach advantage and same in height, man. But overall, more experienced, Andrey Koreshkov coming back for that Bellator gold, my man. Come on, let's rock. And